Hi and welcome to this episode of Mounting Made Easy. My name is Darren from Readapt. Today we are going to talk about how to find the perfect matching frame clamp for the installation onto your wheelchair. It is very important that you choose the perfect fitting spot to put your frame clamp on. Of course, there are many different wheelchairs that have, for instance, round tubes, oval tubes, or even tracks. So in this video, we are going to talk about how to measure them and find the corresponding frame clamp. The first section that we are going to discuss are round and square tubes. To measure the round tubes, we actually have to use a caliper. So just take your tube, or that is on your wheelchair, press the on button on your caliper and just measure your tube. If you don't have a caliper, you can also use the Readapt Post-it. It is designed to show you measurements between the centimeter and millimeters and also inch. So just take a sheet off of it, take your pen and just put it on your tube, flip it around and mark where the end of the paper and the next line is matching. So now you actually have the same dimensions as measured with the caliper also on your Post-it. You can only use the Post-its for round tubes and not for square tubes. So now we have our tube diameter. What else can we measure on our tubes? We have holes and also threads. So again, take your caliper, put it on and measure the hole. So as you can see here, we have a 8.6 millimeter diameter of this hole. So for this, actually, we need an M8 bolt. The same we can use with the threads. If you measure the threads, like in this example, we have a diameter of 7.2 millimeters, you have to use the next bigger step. So actually also here, we are going to use an M8 bolt. Always make sure that you use the corresponding screw of your measurements. So actually, if you measure a 6.2 hole, you can actually use an M4 screw. In addition to that, also make sure that the bolts are long enough to fit through the complete tube and you still have some space to put the nuts on it. Like I mentioned before, it could be that your wheelchair doesn't even have any tubes on it. It could be that it has a track. So actually those we also have to measure. So just take your T-nut keys and try to put the different keys onto the track. As you can see, this one is fitting. So this is the key that we are going to use to find our T-nuts for this track. If you don't have the T-nut key, maybe you have our T-nut kit. There you can try different T-nuts to find the most fitting one for this track. But please always make sure to find the perfect fitting one and also to take the corresponding bolts for it to fasten later on your frame clamp onto the track. In addition to that, please always take a look at our catalog or our website for any changes. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Mounting Made Easy and are now able to find the perfect matching frame clamp for your wheelchair. Check out our other videos, and if you have any questions or suggestions, just leave a comment down below. My name is Darren from Readapt, and I hope I will see you next time.